Hi, I'm Miss Runyon and this is Miss Nance, and today we're going to show you how to solve for the area of triangles and parallelograms. First, we're going to show you a step-by-step walkthrough of a video of a basic math worksheet, and feel free to pause the video at any point so you can follow the instructions at your own pace.
Second, we're going to show you how to plug these formulas into some word problems, one for a triangle and one for a parallelogram. At the end of the video, we will show you these worksheets again, blank with no answers, and again with all the answers in case you would like to walk through them step by step yourself and solve the problems.
So we're now going to do a few more examples of how to find the area for triangles. So we're going to write your formula first, which is base times height divided by 2. Let's see, I'm going to choose a color to highlight with. This is your base, this is your height. And you know this is your height because of this little line right here. Alright, now we're going to plug in the numbers. We're going to use green. So we're going to do 8 times 4 divided by 2. And 8 times 4 is 32 divided by 2. And that's going to equal 16. So your answer is 16 centimeters squared. Don't forget that squared unit because we're talking about area. Alright, now we're going to move on to a different example. We're going to write the formula, base times height divided by 2. And here's your base, your height. And again, you know it's your height because of this little line right here, which connects from the base to the top vertex of the triangle. And so now we're going to plug it in. 16 times 3 divided by 2. 16 times 3 is 48 divided by 2. And your answer is 24. So 24 meters squared. Again, the squared unit because it's area. Alright, now we're going to do a little bit of a different example, like number 5, where as you can see, the height is outside of the triangle. It's still going to be your height even though it's not located inside of it. We're going to label that your height, and this is going to be your base still. And then from there you just plug in your numbers like usual. So base times height divided by 2. And we're going to do 9 times 4. Oops. I'm going to underline that so you can see it. 9 times 4 divided by 2. 9 times 4 is going to be 36 divided by 2, and that's going to be 18. So your answer for this one is 18 centimeters squared.
Now we're going to go over some area formulas of parallelograms. So to start, we have our 10 and our 6, which are our two bases, and 5, which represents our height. We're going to call the 10 base 1 and the 6 base 2. This can be a little confusing because one is technically a top, but they are both called bases in this formula. So we're going to write our formula out, and then we're going to plug in our numbers. So it's 1/2 10 plus 6 times 5, which gives us 16 times 5 times 1/2, which equals 40. So the answer is 40 meters squared. And make sure that you always write meters squared because we are talking about area. Next, we're going to do the other parallelogram, number 3. 11 is our base and 7 is our height. So our formula is base times height. We're going to plug in our numbers, 11 times 7, which will give us 77. So our answer is 77 millimeters squared. Again, we're talking about area, so always make sure that you write that millimeters squared. Now we're going to do rhombus, which is number 5. So our first diagonal is 11, and our second diagonal is not complete because we only have half of it. So we need to double it, which is 5 centimeters plus 5 centimeters, to get the whole length of the diagonal for the rhombus. So our formula is 1/2 diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. So now we're going to plug in our numbers, which is 1/2 10, because remember we had doubled the 5, times 11. Which gives us our answer of 55. So our answer is 55 centimeters squared. Again, make sure you always put on that squared because we are talking about area.
So today I'm going to start you off with a triangle word problem. So this one says, Gavin's bedroom is shaped like the triangle that is shown, which we have over here. What is the area of his bedroom? So we're going to write our triangle area formula, which is base times height divided by 2. And our base is going to be 10, so we're going to label that. And our height is this 7 right here, because this is the straight line that connects from the base to the top of the vertex, so this is our height. And now we're going to plug those numbers in. So we have the base, which is 10 times 7 divided by 2. So then that equals 70 divided by 2, which equals 35 feet squared. I don't know if you can see it over there. And don't forget that squared because it's area. So thank you for watching. I hope this helped.
Hi, today we're going to show you a word problem about a trapezoid. So our word problem reads, Maria's front yard is the shape of a trapezoid with the dimensions shown. What is the area of her front yard? So first I'm going to start by writing our formula for a trapezoid. So we have 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times height. Now I'm going to go ahead and label my trapezoid. I always like to call my bottom number base 2 and my top base 1. And then our height is 4 feet. It is shown with this dotted line right here. So there's our height. So now I'm going to plug in these numbers into our formula. So we will have 1/2 5, because it is our base 1, plus 7, which is our base 2, times 4, which is our height. So when we put all this together, we will have 1/2 times 48, which will equal 24. And always remember that we have to do feet squared because we are solving for area. Thank you, I hope this helped.